Hey, welcome to Sunday morning campai. What the fuck is this? Well, of course you know what the fuck it is. It's that guy. So, a little under the weather. This is gonna be a repaint. You know, I know Mr. Incline Design, professional painters done it, so I thought the molding on the Laserbeak was nice, and of course I like repainting stuff. This was I went down to the store and picked this up on the excuse that I was going to make this contest entry for Mr. Plastic Robots. You know, I wanted to repaint this thing, and there was an excuse to make a contest entry. So put those two together. Fuck it, I'm gonna go paint this thing. For those of you who don't know Mr. Plastic Robots, it's just another customizer, you know. And I like the customizers. There's a bunch of you guys, and some of the paint quality is so nice. There's a Speed Lee, I think, out of Singapore. That guy does some really nice work. I like that. Someone who's creative and you know, contributing and, you know, making, you know, modifying and stuff like that. Of course, that involves more intelligence, I think, more creativity than someone who just sits there and goes, you know, this is a vial of black ink, or paint. It's made by Mr. Hobby, blah, 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 blah. And that being said, some Gundamers are way too fucking serious. It's like, oh, you're fucking dead, you know, okay. Gundamers, fucking calm down, man. We're fucking playing with toys, you know. It's a fucking toy. Some of the quality control errors on this figure. Look at that. And then when I swap it the other way, this side lines up well. Well, that side doesn't. So we gotta bend it like Beckham. Yeah. All you fucking British people like, that's right. That American soccer player Beckham bends it. Oh yeah, another part. So, taking apart the toy, if you're gonna attempt this kind of repaint, you're gonna have to. Well, you don't have to. This torso is put together with 2 screws and this pin that keeps the chicken neck together. If you remove this, if you can separate this, you can get the spine out, which is cool. And then, you know, you can go to work on the detailing of the spine, which I plan to do. But yeah, that pin, it doesn't go all the way through, so you can't tap it out. Tap, 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 tap. Little, Mega Mind there. So what I had to do is, once I removed the screws aren't actually in there. I had to go in there and, with the pliers, like, get into here, pry them into there, and then split it apart like that, and then it came out. And I was lucky it didn't, you know, break or something like that. But even if it did, I think, depending on where it broke, you might be okay. You can probably get away with cutting right here, since you don't really see this part. But yeah, if you want to get that spine out and then modify it and then put it all back together, you're going to probably want to split the torso. The legs, you can remove these screws, but there's still a small pin right there, that holds them together. So, but yeah, it's it's got a lot of panel lines, a lot of things you can modify. Look at the vents on the back there. It looks like a pretty fun figure to get into. So yeah, give it a try. Yeah, molding and stuff is pretty good. I did have to scrape down some extra flash on some of the pieces. Maybe I'll go over there with a little bit of putty and trying to clean that up a little bit, right? Like for example, right there and on the back there. So it's not the perfect fucking thing, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's get to painting. See what I come up with my traditional, usual paint scheme. Alright, and welcome to another part of the Robot Adventures. Just showing you some of the work in progress of this repaint of Laserbeak. Figured out how to play that song on my cell phone with the piano app. And I use the piano application. So some of the marks are rubbed off there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the dry brushing like this, the silvery touches all along here to cover up the red from the underlying red. Wanted to show you some of the black. I did a flat black on this, so you can see that's very flat black. And the tail, of course, is not touched, so that's very glossy. The shiny, all this black stuff, that's all hasn't been touched yet. So, I did some dry brushing on the legs there too, and the chicken neck there. So the wings I'm gonna go back and do up, and I haven't applied complete coverage. I'm gonna do that, but so I like painting this stuff up, and got me thinking, why don't people do it themselves? And of course it's maybe costly, and to buy the compressor, buy the airbrushes. I got another airbrush back there. Each one of those is about $100. So the air compressor, I think, is about $400. This exhaust fan was about $100. Yeah, so you can start getting pricey, and then all the paints and stuff. That's about It's like, why do you have a bottle of hot sauce in your Robot Adventures area? Because I drank this shit straight out the bottle with some peanuts. They're yummy. And yeah, so that's what I'm gonna. So I was fiddling around with the songs today, and I had a question. What's the name of the song that goes da dun da dun da dun 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 dun. I was trying to figure that out, and it got me into listening to mariachi music, which is really nice. I really liked. I grew up, when I was a kid, listening to that stuff, ranchero music and stuff. You can do many things in mariachi. Estoy jugando con juguetes Estoy tomando algo que no debo de tomar. Si tienes 2 manzanas y te comes una manzana, el caballo blanco no tiene trastes. There you go. Ay, tengo una poca de tela. ¿Por qué no tocas tela? Tócatela, tócatela. That's a really stupid joke, if you understood it, but anyway, it's just silly. My brother told me that one. Tócatela. Con suerte. Tócatela. Knock on wood. Tócatela. And go ask your friends what that means. Anyway. Yeah, so I'm gonna paint this up, do the more dry brushing, and then paint it up, and then make another video. So, yeah. Listen to mariachi music. Vicente Fernández. Yo soy el rey. Or I forgot how the song goes, but anyway, nice song. All right, guys. All right, so yeah, I know you're looking at that. Whoa, that's pretty cool. So just something I did. I did the dry brushing on this piece here, and so it was a flat black, and I went on top of it with some silver. So that's what I got. And so what I'm gonna do now is go on top of the flat black, the silver, with a clear green to give me a complete coverage of this, and you're gonna see it transform before your eyes. Hopefully, maybe. I'm gonna crank up the exhaust fan and air compressor. Alright. Oh, shit. Okay, I'm gonna try to do it this way. So, this part that I'm holding with my hand, still a little bit sticky, but see if we can get it on camera. The more clear green I spray on there, no sé qué estoy haciendo. I'm in the mariachi mood. So, for those of you guys who don't know about the world, or who think Mexicans are somehow not good enough for... just remember, the richest man in the world, on Earth, there's a rich man. The number 1 richest man in the world is, of course, Carlos Slim. And, of course, who is Carlos Slim? Well, he's a Mexican. How can that be? How can a Mexican be richer than Bill Gates or Warren Buffett? Because he is. So I would suggest going down to Mexico if you have a chance. It's very rich in culture. So that's pretty much how you change oh shit. I think the green highlights on it look pretty cool compared to the silver, but that's just my opinion. I'm gonna let this clear dry for a while, but I really like the way it's coming out. So it's got a gloss to it, even though it's on flat black. So it's kind of got a matrix effect. All right, guys.